Hey y'all, it's Shamiriel again with another video regarding life after adult braces, if you will. So I have a new retainer in, a whole different one from the one that I told you about in my last video. Let me tell you why. And I'm also going to try and throw some advice in here for you guys if you're about to get your braces off soon. So I have a new retainer in because the last one I had, it didn't fit anymore. Here's why. So I got my braces off on the 1st of August. I got my retainer on the 11th of August. On the 22nd of August, I went to my dentist to get my teeth cleaned. This was a regularly scheduled appointment. I expected to still have my braces on at that point, but obviously for anybody who's a regular, you know that I got my braces off 5 months earlier than anticipated. So anyway, and I'm doing the whole getting used to the retainer, a lot of spit happening, don't know what to do with my tongue, so bear with me. So anyway, got my braces off on the 1st, got my retainer the 11th. On the 22nd of August, I went and got my teeth cleaned, and the dentist told me that I had a cavity, which I thought I did, but I wasn't sure because I'm not a professional. And the cavity happened to be like right here, like in the top corner of like one of our front teeth, which was really weird because I mean, I didn't know it was possible to get cavities there, but whatever, I just never really thought about it. So it was at this tooth right here, like in the top corner. I had a little hole there. So he filled it, and I'm not certain of what he was doing because A, I'm not a professional, B, it's not like I could ask questions while he was in my mouth. But I'm like 80% sure that I know for a fact he filled that cavity, and then I think he bonded this tooth and this tooth because I had like little slight spaces, and it wasn't from the braces, it was just how my teeth are naturally shaped. Like they moved them to where they belong, but I guess I still had like little slight spaces, nothing crazy in my teeth. So he bonded this one and this one, I think, and not sure what else was happening because again, I'm just kind of laying back enjoying the ride. And when he sat me up and showed me, and he did something in between my middle teeth, he said I had like a halo effect there, and he fixed that. I don't know. So anyway, he did all that work. He sat me up, showed me the mirror. He was like, yeah, you see what I did right here, and I feel this here, and I did something here, and I was like, okay, cool. Didn't think anything about it. I actually liked my teeth better with what he did to them. So I was like, cool, whatever. So I get home, I go to put my retainer in, it doesn't fit. Because again, when he filled those spaces, my retainer was fit for the way my teeth were when my braces first came off. So with him making those alterations, it's like getting fit for a wedding dress and then you go gain 10 pounds and then you're mad that your dress don't fit, you know. So, I mean, it's not his fault. He was doing his job. I didn't think to ask that what he was doing was going to impact my retainer because my dentist does orthodontics. So a part of me is kind of wondering why he didn't think that it would impact my retainer. Whatever. It's too late now. It's over and done with. My retainer didn't fit. So I called my orthodontist and I was like, hey, I think I need to come back in for another retainer. So they sat me down and then they tried to put the retainer in themselves, and they were like, yeah, no, this ain't gonna work. So they had to fit me for another one. And I was really embarrassed when they fit me for the second one because the first time they fit me for my retainer, I had no issues at all when they put that tray in your mouth and they make you hold it in your mouth for however long it takes for them to get the imprint. But the second time I went back, I guess she couldn't get it out because my jaw wasn't opening up fully with the TMJ, and I don't know, something just didn't go right, and I had my gag reflex was in full effect. I was like, you know, I wasn't gonna throw up, but I felt like you know how it is when your gag reflex kicks in, and like I was in there like kind of shaking my head and like, you know, just stop, you know. It was embarrassing, but yeah, so that's something to be mindful of when you get fitted for your retainer, that your gag reflex may make an appearance. So yeah, so they fit me for my second retainer, and they were like, it's gonna cost you $265 for us to give you a new one. I was like, are you serious? And I was worried about that because they did tell me that if I lost my retainer, that I would have to pay for a new one. But I didn't lose it. It was right there. I brought it in, but it didn't matter because it didn't fit. So they had to charge me for a new one. So that would be my advice to you guys. It's kind of hard to get what I'm going to suggest to you done, because when they take your braces off, they fit you for your retainer that same day. But if you can go to your dentist before you get your braces off and just make sure everything's good, I guess, like, do that, because I had gone to my dentist 6 months before August, or, you know, however long ago, because I go every 6 months to get my teeth cleaned, and there were no cavities. So apparently between the last time I went and when I got my braces off, I got a cavity, and then that just led to spending almost $600 on retainers. So yeah, I was not a happy camper. So now I have my new one in, and initially they told me that I would have to wear it all day. And now they're telling me 12 hours. But I'm still going to keep it in longer than what they're telling me, only because from the time I got my braces off, from the time I got my teeth fixed by my dentist, which was August 22nd, until literally today. Today is what? Today's September 6th. I haven't worn my retainer the entire time. I felt so free. So I'm a little paranoid about how much my teeth have moved. My retainer didn't fit as tightly as it did the first time I got fitted for it. Like the first time they fit me for it, it definitely felt like I was being sucked in. So my teeth had definitely been on the move. But this time, there weren't any issues. So that's somewhat of some advice I want to try and give you guys. I know it's kind of tricky because, again, you can't say, thanks for taking my braces off, don't fit me for my retainer, let me go to my dentist first and then I come back. You know, you can't really do that. So I don't know, I just don't want any of y'all to have the same experience I had, because it is annoying and expensive. So there's that. And then something else I found out today that I didn't ask the first time for my orthodontist when I got my retainers. Don't drink. They did tell me not to drink like hot stuff, because and don't rinse it out in hot water, because that like can alter the shape of your retainer. And don't drink any kind of beverages with color. So coffee, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, you know, basically they told me the only thing that would be safe to drink with the retainer in is water. Because they said if you drink anything else that has color in it or sugar in it, the sugar is getting in your retainer, and now it's just sitting, you know what I mean? So you don't want to get more cavities because you're drinking stuff with sugar in it, and now it's just sitting and chilling in your mouth until you brush your teeth. So if you're going to drink anything other than water, take your retainer out. I was not doing that before because I wasn't sure. Now I know, so I'm spreading the word, so now you know, so be good. So yeah, now the new retainer is in. Now I have to go through all the trouble of like trying to snap that bad boy in, or snap it out, popping it back in, brushing it whenever I brush my teeth. And you know, I will admit these past couple of days or whatever, I did feel free, and now I'm back on house arrest. One more thing, she did ask me today about gum contouring, which I know I've mentioned it in videos before, and I didn't tell you guys, or I forgot about it until just now. So when I went and got my cavities filled, or my cavity, I had one cavity and then like some that were on the brink of being cavities. When I got those filled, I did ask my dentist if he did gum contouring, and he said he did, but he told me that I wasn't a good candidate for it because basically I don't have much more teeth, or I don't remember exactly how he worded it, but basically he said that if he trimmed my gums back too far, that it would be too much exposure for my teeth or something. I'm not exactly sure of the wording, but he basically said I wasn't a good candidate for it. So I just kind of accepted the fact in my head that I have big gums and it is what it is. But today when I went to my orthodontist, she asked me if I've ever thought about it. And I was like, yeah, but I was told I wasn't a good candidate. And she's like, well, let's discuss at your next visit. So depending on how much money they're talking about, I may be getting my gum scaled back if at all possible. She told me to keep flossing because I think like one of my teeth, did have it bled a little bit because she started like picking at them to see, I guess, like how much more tooth I had. I don't know if I'm wording this right, but she started like picking in between my gums to see like how much further she could possibly go if that's something that I choose to do. And she said that there was one of my teeth that was bleeding. I think it was this one. So she told me to basically keep flossing, which I have been flossing every day. Let me be real. I've skipped maybe like 2 days, but I have been pretty good because it's so much easier now, as I'm sure any of you guys who've recently got your braces off know. It's so much easier without the braces on. So I have been flossing, and I just take one of those little, you know how they have the little toothpick with the, like a pick at the end? I'll show you. So I've been good and bad because, why do I still have this? I've been good and bad because I've been flossing for the most part every day. I don't think I did it last night. But, you know, again, semi-regularly, let's just say that. But I haven't been using full-blown floss. I've just been using this. So it's like I'm doing it, but I guess not doing it well. Nah. So clearly I need to do better and start using real floss and not just this bad boy. I don't know. I mean, well, obviously if I'm still bleeding. But I wasn't bleeding. When I did it myself, I wasn't bleeding. But when she went in there with her tools, it bled. So there's that. Whatever. So, did I give all my advice and rant? I think this is an expensive process. So if the gum contouring is not included in that $6K, I think I'm just gonna pass and just try to minimize how much gum I show when I smile, because I can control it. See, you don't see that much, but when I'm really happy, you see all of it. So that's the scale. That's how you know. That's all. For anyone who's interested, my little update / rant / advice. So I hope you guys are doing well. A lot of you have let me know about how your braces progress is going. I know a few of you have told me that it's coming up close. I feel like there's 2 people specifically who have been like, yeah, it's come around the mountain when she comes. And so good luck to you guys, and just hit me up with any more questions you might have. And until my next video, if there will be a next video in terms of braces anyway, or adult braces, life after braces, whatever. I'll see y'all later. Bye.